Medieval Kingdom Wars, and this video will focus on update 38, which was released on the 21st of December 2017 if you're watching this in the future. Now the title of this update is Diplomacy Part 2, and I'm going to start with a bit of apology, guys. If I'd realised that the devs were going to drop this 2 days after update 37, I would have waited and just made one big video. But I wasn't aware of that. I was assuming that the next update would not come out until after Christmas. But there's not much I can actually do about it, guys. So what I'm going to do is try and keep this video pretty short and straight to the point. In the grand tradition of these videos, I'm going to let the devs have the first say. This is update 38 is here. We are happy to present our second update this week, and the focus of this time is on the diplomacy. We plan to update it weekly until the system is complete towards the end of January. With the foundation in place, things should go nice and quick now. So today's update finally makes diplomacy part of the game and not just a pretty menu. Majority of the basic functionality is in now, and the Chancellor's menu will now become quite important a part of the game. The next step that will really change things around is adding the ability to make simple treaties as well as AI changes relation to lords and kingdoms. This will be our next update. This update is the second step in a process that's going to weave diplomacy into the game. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to develop and grow, because I think if you don't have really good diplomacy in the strategy game, it just becomes a thrashing match of battles, and it's very difficult to get immersed in the game, I find. Anyway, I think what we're going to do now, guys, is we're just going to go straight on to the campaign. Let's play France. I think, yeah, let's do a French campaign just for the fun of it. Welcome to the campaign map, and nothing's changed at this level. Now what I'll do is a quick refresher for any of you guys who have not actually watched the update 37 video. Diplomacy is accessed either by clicking on the Chancellor here or by clicking on any settlement here. So maybe we'll just click on here, and you will see there's a button here that says Diplomacy. But what we will do is we're accessed via the Chancellor, and what you actually get is this screen up here. Now across the bottom you get all the kingdoms, and what happens, guys, is if I click on the Kingdom of Castile, what you get across in this second tier is you get the king, who's King Alphonse the 11th, and then all his subordinate lords underneath here. So you can see here, and by clicking on them you can see their stats of what their relationship is. Obviously this is Baron Jean de Albacar. He's got a renown of 58, a standing of 87. He holds Cordoba, so you can actually now see who holds what. And of course, if you want to actually deal with the king himself, King Alphonse the 11th, he's got quite a long list of holdings there. So he goes, obviously Castile is a very, very big kingdom and could be a challenge. You can see over on the left hand side here, he's currently at war with England and the Holy Roman Empire. He has a ceasefire with Portugal, although maybe it's because we're at war with Portugal, so maybe this is slightly misleading, so you have to be a bit careful there. He's got trade agreements with France, Aragon, Granada and Venice. At the moment I don't know what the benefits of having a trade agreement are. I'm sure they will develop that over time. He's got a defence alliance with Bohemia and a military alliance with France and Aragon, and I'm assuming that over time with the diplomacy these treaties will start to have an impact. And to get to your own kingdom you click on here, and as you can see across here we've got Philip VI and all his lords, and of course over the end here your lordship. Hopefully it'd be really cool if you could actually rename your lord. Actually, I mean, that's something that could be really fun. So it'd be Lord Silverbeard. And of course at the moment there's no renown standing, but it does list that we hold Orleans. I'm assuming that this will be kind of fleshed out in the subsequent releases of the diplomacy. And you can see that I'm as the player are now a sublord of the King of France, who has diplomatic relations of 100. I don't know what that 100 worth is, or maybe that's just his experience. And of course, to actually interact with someone, at the moment you can't seem to be able to interact with yourself or this level. It's almost like it cuts off. But if you click here, you get these two interactions here. You can send a GIF. Wow, that's expensive. and you can also set up Hostile Intrigue. So that's the only two. I'm assuming these level of interactions will actually grow over time. I don't know if it's actually going to get cheaper if you the Lord. Maybe that might be something to look in. And I don't know what actually happens is. So if we just send a gift, we've got nothing else to do. I don't know if that actually did anything change. That's the only two interactions you've got at the moment, but I'm sure it's going to expand. So you can ask for trade agreements and defense alliances and military alliances. And in the actual release notes, it says that if a kingdom's diplomatic relations gets below -10, so these guys, King Alphonse is -58 because we're actually at war with King Alphonse at the moment. And it says here, if nations declare war once relations go below -10. So if we go here, so these guys actually all like us. England doesn't like us, they're -100. I mean, if we come back and just see if the game runs. So that is literally the quick overrun of the changes to diplomacy. I mean, there are a few other additions which are like running behind, and it says here AI players change relations each month. And in the release notes, it also says that the AI kingdoms will form relationships and wars as they go along. And of course, the final note on this update is it says starting wars with other countries will greatly reduce your standing. So if we went off and attacked another lord, I don't know if we can actually do that. I don't know what will happen. I've got to try it, guys. I don't know if this would be attack down. Target not there. Okay, let's get close. Can we attack here? Yeah, attack. Launch an attack will drain time. Okay. Or attack here. We'll just go for the auto resolve, guys, just for the fun of it. What did that flash up then? The Kingdom of France has actually declared war. Okay, we've actually crossed. So I don't know if that's actually going to mean that we're actually at war with ourselves. Just have a look, guys. It doesn't say. Maybe it's that mechanic isn't there in the moment. Maybe that's something they need to work at. And my standing has gone down -15. Let's have a quick look. Has that gone up? Anyway, I think that's important news. Toledo Kingdom. Yeah. So I've managed to reduce my standing by 15 and damage my army. And of course I can't make peace at the moment. So out of range, moving closer. Okay. Right, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Don't think there's much else I can say. I will include the full release notes in the video description. And I think that's all to say, guys, is enjoy the holiday season. Have a really safe and prosperous new year. And if you get any cool games over for a Christmas present, really enjoy your gaming.